You are helping people that have cold sensitivity with a new technique.
Exactly. Well, that can be very, very painful. The healing takes a while, so I just don't do that anymore. It's not necessary. We can use a few teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do a few teeth because you can only cut so much gum out of the roof of the mouth. The sensitivity's not there. Do a few teeth, 32 teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do 32 teeth.
You are helping people.
It's great.
Hey, welcome back to Sensitive Teeth, everybody. We got a guy here, the Luigi of Linz, the lousy lap of Liechtenstein. It's fucking Lorenzo Perez, everybody. Look at him. He's funny as fuck, this guy. He's a gangster. He used to be a stripper. He's doing comedy now. And we got him here on the casting couch. We'll see if any of that old school life, that old style lifestyle pops up and gets a boner on this couch. Hey, what's up, man?
That was great. Thanks for the intro. Yeah. It could have been better, but I'm happy to be here.
Sensitive Teeth. It's pretty loose around here, you know. I don't know if you listen to the show, but pretty loose. We don't really, it started as a fake show. It started as a goddamn...
How did it start? I kind of want to hear the origin story.
It was a practical joke. I thought, man, it'd be funny if I sent my buddies in America a link to a podcast with like a logo and a theme song, and it's me. But it turns out to make all that happen, it's like a lot of work to like get it to come out right. So by the time I had the practical joke ready, I had invested hundreds of dollars and months of time, you know, and I'm like, I might as well just keep it going.
I think you did a good job, though, with the vision. I mean, it's definitely branded, and you put a lot of thought into.
Well, shout out to Carlotta Novo for making the logo. It's a fun little Spanish lesbian girl. She's about this tall. I used to keep her in my pocket when I went skateboarding. And shout out to Dr. Prime, DJ Prime out there in Amsterdam for making the theme song, which you've heard, right? That
it's
theme
great.
song?
I
Brushing
like it.
teeth, helping people.
I'm big into music.
Great. You ever make music?
I have.
Like
in
rap.
the past, I used to rap a little bit.
Right. Of course you rapped. You never picked up a guitar or drums or anything like this?
No, it looked cool, but that takes more work, you know?
Yeah. You're doing like Pitbull style stuff or Daddy Yankee? What's the vibe here?
No, but it's a bigger market, definitely. I advise any artist that is bilingual.
Yeah, get a Spanish-speaking album out there because half the fucking world speaks Spanish.
And, like, they don't work in those countries, so all they do is just
dance
music.
and take naps.
Yeah, so it's definitely way better. You get more playtime and stuff.
That's great. What are you?
I'm half Dominican, half Ecuadorian.
Oh, wow.
But I
Black
really,
and brown, baby.
I highlight the Dominican side because I've never been to Ecuador, but I've been to the Dominican Republic as a kid and stuff, and I used to go all the time. I went this year. It's crazy, dude. I don't think a lot of people understand. I mean, you did a lot of time in a foreign country, but like the lifestyle is just different.
America's fucked up, and it's a lot of it's like there's good things here. It's definitely got its advantages, but in other ways, it's so fucking twisted and backwards,
100%,
dude.
yeah.
Twisted and backwards. Just everything's upside down.
Because the people there, like, they're poor.
They're happy.
Exactly. They're happy.
They're not working their fucking asses off and worried about credit scores and shit.
100%. And they drink every day. And well, you do that here, but
DR, buddy.
But here it's like frowned upon. But over there, they drink every day. Like, they just have a good time. But you kind of see the end results of it, though, because when you're not productive and you don't really have a productive society, obviously, like GDP and things like that, you're going to have just
crime.
You're going to have crime.
Shooting baseball players.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're just going to have shittier streets and things like that.
Shittier streets, yeah.
But, like, is it really worth it?
But the chicks are so hot and they're down to fuck down there, huh? I heard you just, like, tell them to spin around. They'll come right over, especially as a white. Dominican girls like the pink skin.
I don't know anything about that. That's
in my experience, yeah. They're like, you should go down to Dominican Republic. They will like take care of you as a white.
I know.
Sexy white
and
boy.
Dude, you're getting older, so if you really need to pull a play and you need to really settle down and find one,
dude, I was thinking about getting one of these fucking mail orders, dude. Like a fucking Thai.
What country would you pick?
Thailand.
Really?
Yeah, they got dicks, bro. That's crazy.
Over DR, though? That's
No, but they don't do Maryland DR because they're happy. You know?
It's just, dude, imagine that, though. You're talking to a girl online. You guys don't even speak the same language, so, like, it's cool when you're home and stuff, and you could use Google Translate, but then you get in front of her, and it's like, now what? Now what?
Awkward. It's like those fucking cringy dating shows that like they get married before they see each other.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, they're all fucked up. Their whole life is a mess,
Exactly.
you know?
But it's like, if you're here, you kind of have the advantage because, you know, talking to your partner, that's important. Visa, that's also important. It's like, you can't lose.
Yeah. I had a mail order bride from fucking an Arab country, right? They delivered her in a sack. They cut a little eye hole for her, but that's stupid.
Yeah,
That's
that was.
stupid. But man, those chicks that in the full burqas, dude. The reason they keep
All right, I don't like this stuff.
No, I'm telling you, the reason that they keep them all covered up is because they're the hottest chicks in the world, dude. And if they were walking around with their faces and bodies out, like nobody would build anything. They'd just be.
What's wild, dude? A lot of people don't realize that that's how like a good amount of the world lives with women with very bad conditions, and like the Taliban won. They won. Like it's back.
Isn't that so fucking crazy? We spent 25 years fighting the Taliban, and then we're like, you know what? You guys just have it.
But that's how government works. That's how government works.
Yeah, here's a bunch of guns and jets and tanks too. We're not going to take home. You just have them. There you go. And now you're invited to the UN meetings. Isn't that fucking nuts?
But imagine being one of those soldiers. Like, dude, they're hyped up on opium. They're fighting in sandals. Like, they won, dude. They beat the U.S. military.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know about opium, but you're definitely not hyped up on it. It's heroin, basically.
But, well, that's why, and I think that's the difference between fire, like militaries and bad militaries. Like, I don't want to bring attention to the people, but we obviously know there was a dictator who hyped up his soldiers on meth.
Yeah,
that's way better though than opium.
For fighting, yeah,
100%.
Heroin addicts don't charge the police. Meth heads do. Heroin addicts tend to just fall asleep on fucking fire hydrants and shit. Just.
Dude, but then you start to think about it, and it's like, how many people in America are technically on meth when you like look at ADHD medicine and stuff?
That is like basically meth, right?
I know.
Yeah, like
100%.
I've taken a piece of Ritalin, like a quarter of a pill one time, to write a paper. I sat in the library for 12 hours and like did it all in one day. And I was like, I physically felt like fucked up, and I'm like, how do they give this to kids? They give this a whole pill to kids? Like like people are like, are you all right? Like I looked fucked. I looked strung out. From a quarter of a pill.
It's funny though because
and they give it to kids. It's fucking insane.
Culturally, like when you look at the difference, obviously, like being Hispanic, it's. I don't want to speak to all, but in my circumstance or what I've seen, I feel like they tend to be a little bit less warmed up to the idea of medicine. But obviously, in American culture, they are. So it's like in school. You know, like we've all had you've seen the hyped up Hispanic that probably needs it, but he'll never go on it. But also there's, say, a Caucasian kid who just like forgets his pencils 3 days in a row and his parents
like, here you go, take some drugs.
Yeah, you need help.
And then 5 years later, his developing brain is all fucked up and he shoots up the school. So I bet you don't know about that. There's a really horrifying, terrifying documentary called Generation RX. And basically, it just exposes that every fucking school shooter you've ever heard about was on Ritalin or Prozac or one of these drugs for like from a young age. Every single one of them. They don't talk about it though because it ruins the money scheme.
I don't understand that whole.
It's a chemical lobotomy. If you start getting a kid who's 10 years old, whose brain is developing, a fucking psycho like a drug that's that strong, like in 5 years. They have a chemical lobotomy, and that's not a metaphor. It's like there's a part of their brain really missing.
But here's the flip side. You think about
school.
I mean, obviously that's to a lesser extent, but you think about all the kids that experiment with drugs naturally.
Oh, yeah.
It's tons. All under 18, all their brains are developing. So in a way, you could argue that all of us, well, those who have partook in those activities are a little different.
Dude, I think if I just didn't start smoking weed and stuff, like I'd probably be smart enough to get myself into real trouble. You know what I mean? Like some sort of Bitcoin
bank heist.
No, not a heist, but like some sort of white collar crime, loan scam, fraud or something, right?
Dude, those are the best crimes. It's like, dude, why would you ever sell drugs? I don't understand it. Like, dude.
Well, the Sackler family sells drugs and they're billionaires.
I know,
but they do it legally because the fucking Illuminati, dude. You know what's crazy?
You think it's real? Secret society?
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Well, there's literally a building in the Yale campus called Skull and Bones. Have you heard of Skull and
Yes,
Bones?
I
It's
have.
there. The building is. I walked by it the other day, and I lurked outside. I was like, because there's no window. It's just a crazy looking building in the middle of the college campus with no windows, no signage, nothing.
I've seen the building.
And I was waiting around, just like lurking. And then I saw a kid like go in there, and he was looking around all sketchy, and he knew I was looking at him, and I was staring at him hard. And he went up, he opened the door, and he like looked back at me, and I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, like I'm on to you."
But dude,
And then I got a parking ticket, so I'm thinking like, are they watching me now? Because I didn't get a parking ticket all week, parking in the same space. And then as soon as I eyeballed this queef, this little door, they're 19 years,
that's
they're
what
undergrads.
I'm saying. Like how
We should go
developed
kidnap-
exactly?
Let's go kidnap a fucking
You
Skull
think
and
they
Bones
have
kid.
guns in there? No way. They're anti-guns, probably.
Well, they're just like the kids of the richest people.
Exactly.
And we could just like grab one of them.
Maybe they have
In a
but,
van and,
Dude,
like,
they
beat
go to
'em up.
Yale. They could have science like crazy lasers or something. So it's like you think that it's an easy.
That's more of an MIT thing. It's going to be more MIT. Yale is like fucking philosophy and shit, law, lawyers.
I used to work in New Haven, and I would get a ton of parking tickets because I would park illegally because I was late for work. And one time I went to go pay them, I had like 8, and they put a boot on my car. So I brought the amount of cash that I owed. It was like 6 tickets. I go down to the office, and they said this is the wrong amount of cash. And then you know what I see? We get to the bottom of it. They gave me another ticket while I had a boot on my car. I almost like,
Dude, that's not fair.
welcome to America, though.
They gave
That's
you a
capitalism.
ticket. They gave you a ticket because
You got to send money.
of the fact they gave you a ticket because you couldn't move your car, but you couldn't move your car because you had a boot on it. You ever think about getting your own boot and just booting your car everywhere you park, and then like, oh, this, but
That's
it's your
smart,
boot.
dude.
It's your-
That's
you can
smart.
buy them
That's
like
smart.
secondhand and shit, or probably you could fucking make one if you had a proper metal shop. I'll fucking make you a boot.
Yeah, man. Aren't you a metalsmith with the art?
Well, not really a metalsmith, but I know my way around some machinery and some construction, some crafting.
I don't understand the messaging though behind.
My gay fucking sculptures. We'll put a
Yes.
link on the screen right now for all that stupid shit I don't do anymore. Well, it's like this table. It's like this building. It's like this thing.
Yeah,
right
but this
here.
table has a functional purpose.
Exactly.
Of putting something on
exactly.
it.
But I'm talking about the functionality and the proletariat. I'm talking about the proletariat in my work. When we work, the blue collar, the people, they're the people that actually build shit. In the collective, we build things. So I build things as a response or as an ode to humans at large building shit.
You
I build-
practice that? That's
No, not really. No. I've said it better before, but aliens, man.
You think that they're real?
Asians from the future, buddy.
You think that they've ever been here? I feel like that's the argument.
I feel like aliens have been here.
The pyramids.
forever.
I think the pyramids is the big one.
Yeah, dude. It has to be. Dude, it doesn't make any sense. The pyramids, it doesn't
it
make any
doesn't.
sense. How do they build it?
Bro, they've tested the material that holds up like the blocks or whatever, and they can't identify what it is. They don't know what it is.
There's so much mystery there, and there's just tunnels that are just blocked off. They're like, oh, we found something really crazy, but no one's ever going to get to look at it. They seal it off. The Illuminati
But
seals
that's
it off.
how I know society was different, though, because there was no way you would get me to work 24 hours a day on a pyramid,
For some rich dead guy.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I don't even work for rich alive guys anymore, man. That shit sucks.
Like, you can't even make it through a podcast without smoking a bowl. I don't think you could have done that on the pyramids. Did they have drugs? No.
Yeah, they had hash for sure. They had hash. Fucking Moroccans, that's North Africa. They got hash for sure. But aliens have been here forever. I think the moon is fake. The moon is a spaceship made by aliens.
What do you think about the afterlife?
Oh, I can't fucking wait, bro.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, but it's more.
Yeah, I think it's more. I think
not-
it's another life.
It's who knows, but it's like you can't. Don't stress this too much because this is just a blink of the eye in total existence, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it really is. It's like heaven and hell. And like you fucked up, you lied, you had sex before you married. You're going to hell forever, for eternity. Like
Well,
that's a
what
bad
I think
deal.
is so cool though about religion.
That
It's
can't
like,
be real.
My fear and somebody who's religious, his fear is totally different. It's
They're
like no, I wouldn't say that. But it's like if I don't do my homework, I might not go to college. Oh no. If somebody who doesn't do their homework, who's religious, they may burn in a fury of flames. It's like that's
Forever.
Yeah, like you're playing on a different.
And you can't die because you're already dead. So you
Yeah.
just like burn forever. No, man, the church, I mean, it's a power thing, right? It's like trying to keep people in line.
You
Keep
think?
people down? Absolutely. I think there's some real truth to like, I mean, you know why the Pope, right? You know the Pope?
I heard of him.
You know the Pope, right?
He's got Instagram, right?
There's a Furby Pope that's got Instagram for sure.
I wonder who's on his social media team.
Bunch of fucking pedophiles, probably, because of the Catholic Church. No, but the Pope, he's got a golden staff, right? And at the top of the golden staff is a fucking pine cone, a golden pine cone. And that means the pineal gland. Everybody has this thing in the center of their brain called the pineal gland. And that's like the gateway to other fucking dimensions and shit. And it's kind of like, I think it just is, it's the thing that creates reality.
They don't have that much power.
No, but they know about it. And the Eye of Ra, the Egyptians, right? You know the Eye of Ra symbol? If you take a cross section of the brain,
is that part of art? Is that part of what you studied? Is like the kind of the symbolism, like say hieroglyphics and stuff?
Not so much hieroglyphics, but symbolism and sure, yeah. Like there's a. I try to stay away from symbolism. Really, it's hard though because like a symbol, and then it's like you want to make the thing, not a symbol of the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
try to go for the real thing instead of just symbolize that thing. Because now, if a symbol is a layer away from the reality, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a table. And then you can take a picture of the table. Well, the picture of the table is not a table, but it's a table in the picture. The actual but there's a real table, and then there's a so it's a layer away. Symbology is kind of it's not reality. It's a symbol. It's like not direct.
I feel like that's funny though. Is like we have historians that get paid money to like break down what these things mean. It's like who's to say that they're right?
Oh, exactly. I heard an interesting guy, probably on Joe Rogan or some shit like this, who was saying like beyond 500 years in the past. Nobody really knows. Yeah. Like 500 years is kind of where like the accuracy ends. It really does. Like so, like we don't know. Yeah, we don't know, 100%. Man.
And I want to know how many things were actually like.
And the people that win the wars write the history and shit, right? So like, we just found out that Christopher Columbus was an asshole like 3 years ago. I've been celebrating this kid every.
It's too late.
I've been celebrating Christopher Columbus.
They changed the day. It's Indigenous Peoples Day.
I know, but I grew up with Christopher. He was a cool guy. Hey, he was discovered the new world. Nobody told me he was a rapist and a murderer and all this. Because the Spanish won and they wrote what they wanted to.
I heard he was a loser though.
I don't know, man. He had a bunch of ships and power and
but they didn't trust him. Like I think wasn't it? He initially started with one country, but he went to the other one because he got kicked out. It's like Italy, Spain. I don't know which one came first.
True. Yeah, he was working for the Spanish, but I think he was from Italy or something. But that's weird because Italy's all Mediterranean. Spanish has got.
Dude, he was ahead of his time though. Job hopping is a real thing.
I know. I knew a girl who used to job hop in the art world. She'd get hired at a fancy gallery, and in the same week she'd start applying for the next level up at other places.
What's your favorite job you've ever had? This one.
Yeah. Dude, I've never been that mindset of like I'm gonna get a career and a job and work in an industry. Like no, I want to just do something for myself. And I've been trying. It's hard, But man, my time and energy is worth so much more than money.
How much is it worth?
Right now, it's worth $30.29 an hour. Actually, $30.29 an hour is what it's.
Well, I feel like
currently
that's always the bind, though. Is like how much do you believe in yourself and chase your own kind of creation from start to finish versus playing into the program because. When you allocate the time, you're neglecting one side.
Yeah. No, it's a balance. They say that life is about balance. Blah, 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 blah. But, man, I like being off balance, bro.
You got to hit a button with that. You haven't even hit a button yet.
I know. Here. Which one do you want?
You forgot?
Oh, right.
I don't like that one.
You don't like that one? It's a fart.
That's called trivial. That's like elementary.
That's a tuba fart. All right.
Going crazy in this.
Welcome.
I was about to start rapping on that.
What? And the news?
It's a beat.
News intro? What about a news program where the guy raps the news so that young kids
That's actually smart.
They'll start following.
Will they do that with like educational things? It's like, dude, just because somebody's rapping this on a beat doesn't mean I'm going to consume it.
Yeah, the knowledge is power shit. I'm a bill, I'm a lawsuit.
Well, that's what I hate. That's what I hate about art and like when people. I think that's not a problem in art, but
it is.
It doesn't make sense how a lot of people in art all look the same. It's like, so everybody's sharing the same story. This is only one story.
Yeah. What? Hey, let's go into some of your talking points here. I see the first one there. I feel like you have something funny to say. He brought this boy, Lorenzo Perez, everybody. Check him out. We'll put your fucking social media down there.
One would be, what's your favorite drug?
My favorite drug? Honestly, I like a cocktail. I like having like a couple of beers, a joint,
Dude, alcohol is a depressant, though. You just don't like.
No, that's why I do line and fucking rip a line of fucking.
I don't subscribe to
gorilla
that.
finger.
I don't
You know what I
subscribe
mean?
to that.
And then you take a little half of acid. You just like I like getting all mixed up.
Dude, you know
what I mean?
what's scary about coke? Have you ever seen somebody do it and like just the look in their eyes? Like it's like
Yeah, my ex-wife. She had a problem. She was also like fucking borderline personality disorder, which is like one notch below schizophrenia. That's some scary shit. And then combine that with a coke problem, it was like that's why I left her. I was scared of my own house. There's points I had to like lock myself in the bedroom like a abused woman.
You think she watches the show?
I fucking doubt it, dude. I hope you do, you bitch. No, that's mean. That's mean. I mean, hey, congratulations on the kid. God damn, I hope that fucking
She's
mother.
probably doing good.
I hope so, man.
My grandpa, he has this wild theory that he doesn't subscribe to psychology. He thinks it's all pseudoscience.
Well, that's a grandpa
Yeah,
thought,
he
right?
has a lot of it would probably
PTSD and all this. Yeah.
it would help him accept psychology. But I do think it brings up a fascinating point. It's like a lot of those studies are basically kind of like it's like a survey, right? Like they'll introduce somebody to something, say they're interviewing drug addicts or something, and it's like a survey of how do you feel 1 through 5, and then we just base scientific facts from that.
Yeah, it's weird. But dude, you don't want to hear something that's fucking crazy right now?
Yeah.
So they got this thing called AI, right? And they hook up, and they know so the brain has waves, and they can measure and see different things happening in the brains with different thoughts and different feelings, right? So they've hooked up this AI thing. It's deciphered it all. Now what it can do is it's reading your brain waves, right? Let's say we got the thing hooked up on your head. You're looking at a picture of a giraffe. It'll draw a picture of a giraffe. Yeah, it won't be perfect, but it'll be like close enough because it knows what little sensors are going off what that looks like to your eye. And so basically what it means is like they're going to be able to like record your dreams. You're going to be able to like watch your dreams back. Or a close rendition to your dreams.
But yeah, no.
The morning after. Like,
But I think that's all subjective though. I don't think that's any.
No, it's pretty hard science. It's like you're
but
looking
think
at an
about
image and the computer guesses what you're looking at and it's like 90% correct. Like,
There's no
to a
way,
crazy.
though.
Yeah, no, it is.
No, because you can't even really repicture a dream in its own accuracy. So how would a machine do it?
Because it can see what you're visualizing and stuff. I don't know, man. It's I don't. This
What article did you read?
I don't read, man. I just
read it?
feel it. I feel. You know, it was on the cover. It's on the cover of one of those magazines in the grocery store.
I feel like you consume a lot of media. You're a big movie, TV show.
I like to consume media.
That's one of my pet peeves. Honest, it's not a pet peeve.
But I'm really picky. Like I can't watch I've never seen a fucking Marvel movie.
No,
I have no interest in that shit. Like so corny. Fucking underwear and flying around.
Well, see, like, dude, I think once you create a whole world in it, it's like nobody in this planet has thousands of great ideas. It's like, dude, you gotta leave it at some point and just walk away.
One of my favorite movies is The Departed. You ever seen The Departed?
Yes, actually, I have.
The fucking Scorsese about not Italians for once. He made a movie that wasn't about Italians. It was about Irish gangsters.
See, that's where you lose me.
And
though.
it's so sick.
But dude, people always talk to me and they always make up these movie, TV show references. I haven't seen a lot of media in my life. I haven't consumed a lot of movies and TV shows.
What's your favorite movie?
You probably never Dog Pound? It's like an indie film about some kids who go to jail.
That does sound familiar, but no, I haven't seen Dog Pound.
Very great movie. That's one of them. Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, dude.
That's another great movie. The Town.
The Town is one of your favorite movies.
These are
These are the movies you've seen.
Yeah,
these are the only 5 movies you've seen. You're like,
Shutter Island, fire movie.
Scorsese again there.
Prisoners, fire movie.
Oh, isn't that creepy? When they find the guy with like the suitcases and shit, you're like, it's got to be him, but it's not him.
It's not him.
Ah.
Are you into fantasy? I can't get into
No,
fantasy.
fucking hate it. Elves, wizards,
No,
swords.
dude, no,
as soon as the guy pulls out a sword, I'm like, I'll fucking shoot you in the face.
This isn't real.
Indiana Jones. You know the scene in Indiana Jones? Bang! There's the movie. Done. Fucking dumb elves and magic. Get the fuck out of here.
That's the thing is I like real. Honestly, I consumed a lot of documentaries.
I want to see Frodo. Stuff. I want to see Frodo fight a fucking Apache helicopter. You know what I mean? Like,
see, that's the thing. I don't know what any of those.
Frodo is a nerd. Is the little midget from Lord of the Rings.
No. See, like that's.
See, that's just like, but that's just residual, right? That's just like as I'm recording. My brain is a sponge. You see?
Yeah.
I never stop learning.
I guess. Well, I can't really say that though because I guess we all just consume different forms of media. Like I probably know a lot that people don't know about rap music because I've consumed it so much.
You love rap. Who's your favorite top 3 rappers of all time?
Kodak Black is number 1, and then from there it doesn't really matter.
Kodak Black. I don't think I've ever heard a Kodak Black song. Can you sing a little bit for me?
No, I can't. But
Too many N-word,
I'm working on a thesis to really bring forward my points to the world. So I will.
You're gonna rap them, or you're gonna do them in comedy form, or like write it down?
It's
like
APA format.
You're gonna write
It's
a
APA
manifesto
format.
and send it with some anthrax. No, that's definitely a white guy move. Anthrax. Yeah. You just lurk outside the White House and try to stab a motherfucker.
I feel like
I'm gonna go over here and get a beer, but it's a long cord, so we can still talk. Hey, buddy.
Well, dude, it's all China though. China like manufactures all those drugs.
China, dude. I think the opiate epidemic in this country—that's an act of war on our country from China, because that's where they make it, and they have a deal with the Mexican cartels to get into this country, and it's killing 100,000 of our citizens a year.
Yeah, but
That's a fucking act of war, dude.
Yeah, but people do it. I also think that, like, I don't know, some of it is personal choice. What do we do? You think that we invade China for doing that?
No, they got too many people. We'll be outnumbered. I think pound for pound, I think China versus America is a good fight, because if you think about it, it's like 1 billion people that know karate versus 300 million fat retards with guns, right? Like, that's kind of a close fight. You know what I mean? Pound for pound. Go down to the bit.
I would take guns, though. I'd take guns.
Oh yeah, I'd take a gun and a fat retard.
Dude, I don't know though.
You can stand behind him.
See, but you're thinking in the past though, because now it's all cyber. People
underestimate.
Here, you got to talk into the front.
People underestimate.
It's like this. You're like that. There you go.
All right.
You don't have to be too close either. It's pretty sensitive.
People underestimate
hear
how
that?
much science is involved in war now. Because like cyber war, they might get us.
Oh well, that's the thing. They say like if World War III really goes down, the first thing they're gonna do is launch nukes over like in our atmosphere to just turn off all our electronics. Everything's fried.
100%.
The factories that fix things are fried. So you're just in the Stone Age. Like, no cars will start, nothing works. Like, you're done. And then we'll just kill each other over water and food.
I hate that, though. Don't you
know what I
hate
mean? Like, we're
people-
just going to kill each other.
Don't you hate people who plan for the apocalypse? It's like, dude, if this all goes to shit, I'm done. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, if there's like no beer at the liquor store, it's like, what are we living? What
want a
are
beer?
we living for? No,
That
I'm
was
all
just an
set.
example.
Yeah.
If there's no weights at the gym, what are we going to even do, man?
100%, dude. It's like there's no fun after that. Like,
I think I'd thrive in an environment like that, dude. Just be like a fucking
you wouldn't. You don't have guns,
brutal.
and you can't fight.
Well, guns don't need electricity. That's one of the reasons why I love them.
Yeah, but you don't have any.
True. But I know where to get some.
Isn't it funny though? You ever have friends that like
Carry their guns around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And I'm like, what are you fucking scared
Yeah,
of?
I know,
Like,
right?
I understand having it in the house. Somebody breaks in your house at night or something, right?
But dude, even then, it's like then you got to use it though. Like, it's like, what am I gonna turn into GI Joe and do somersaults in my room? I can't even see if I don't have my glasses on. I got to get my glasses first, and then I got to move.
Yeah, and the thing
I
is-
might accidentally like shoot my girlfriend. Like if I don't have my glasses on.
In fact, that's how a lot of people die. Because like people shoot.
Try
their
to be a hero.
People shoot their family members all the time because they're scared at night. I'm saving my family. And you shoot their drunk teenager sneaking back in the house. Yeah, dude, that happens a lot. Like, if you have a gun in your life, the chances of dying by a gun are like up 150%
100%.
immediately just because there's a gun around. Right?
And like, imagine you die because you didn't want to let the TV go in the living room. Like that's why.
I killed a man over my 18-year-old 30-pound plasma.
But it's like emotional. It's emotional. It's just, and then you have people that just want to kill people. Like you could sense when somebody has a gun and they just can't wait.
They can't wait for some dude to like rob the fucking diner they're having breakfast in, so they can shoot him in the back of the head and be a hero. But then they get in trouble.
100%.
You can't just shoot somebody in the back of the head.
Well, maybe in
You
Texas,
saw that video, right?
Not in Connecticut. No.
There's like an old man eating at a diner, and some guy comes in like guns up, like, hey, give me the fucking money on the register, and he just waits till the robber's back is turned. Has nothing to do with it. He's just sitting there eating breakfast, and he just goes up and goes, pops him right in the back of the head, murders him.
Road
I'm
rage.
a hero. It's like,
Road rage is the craziest though.
probably-
Like,
oh, dude,
you
when
see a
people-
dude walk up to a car and just get aired out. Like that's
oh yeah, don't go up to a car. But you
no,
probably get shot,
100%,
right?
100% no.
Yeah, dude, I'd often think like, what, some dude like stop. They see I drive smart. I never get like I always give enough space in front of the car in front of me that I can like
when you're
peel out.
hammered, you got to take proper precautions.
So I can so I can peel out. I'm not blocked in. So if this asshole in front of me tries to get out of the car, I can just like hit him, or go the other way, or like the best move is they get out of the car and they leave their front door open, and you just go outside, rip their front door off, and drive away. That's the best. I've seen there's so many videos of that in like Russia. It's such a good move. Oh, you really? Well, now your car's all fucked up,
and I'm gone.
and I'm gone. I got a couple scratches, but
Now the gun thing though, it's like you ever have.
I hate
hear
this
the
microphone.
well, you just have to hold it right. Don't be stupid.
You ever have like friends though that when they have the guns, they think that them with 4 other friends in 3 M16s could like take on the U.S. government.
Yeah,
It's
we're
like,
gonna kidnap the governor of Colorado.
like you have no chance. They got drones.
Dude, they have.
Imagine hearing a drone in warfare. That is, I think, terrifying.
Well, that's the thing is like get yourself a shotgun with some buckshot or some birdshot.
No, dude,
whatever.
just get a
'cause-
drone.
No, the next war is like you're gonna be shooting drones out of the sky.
yeah.
So it's like birdshot. Just like shoot the drone out of the sky before it lands itself on your house and explodes you.
100%.
And fuck it, get a tank, whistling diesel, right? Just buy your own tank. Make $1 million on YouTube, buy a tank and some land,
Well,
start prepping.
That's one thing I don't understand about the war in the Middle East. Like, there was just.
No one understands the war in the
But
Middle
the
East.
mines, like, dude, we spent hours, billions of dollars, just because they mined every single. There's still mines today. There's gonna be
Landmines.
mines blowing up in 50 years from some dude walking to school. Like, that's insane.
Get yourself a car or something. I don't know.
But you
man.
think they keep track of it though? Like, you think that?
No. Well, landmines I think were made like illegal after World War II because there's so many just kids getting blown up all the time.
Yeah, but
I
you
think they're
think-
like war crime shit now. But I don't think. I mean, what is that even? A war crime? Hey, that's too bad. That's too much.
Yeah, 100%.
We're here to kill each other, but not with a 3-sided blade. Like you can't have a blade that's like a triangle shape because it's impossible to stitch.
Well, no, you
But
can't.
you can go and bayonet each other all day. Just not.
No,
with
you can't have a blade like that because of Vietnam. We banned it after that. We were like,
Ooh, this hurts. Ow.
well, that was also.
Dude, we got to take a quick break right now. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll be right back. Yeah, we're back on Sensitive Teeth.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Back with Lorenzo Perez, the fucking
I'm back.
man of the hour, dude. He's on TikTok. Apparently, it's not banned. It was banned this morning for 2 hours, and now it's back.
Yeah, it's back.
Crazy. I never was on
We
TikTok.
gotta talk to the governor because this is the problem I have with the government. It's like, you know how much money was spent on banning TikTok,
And then it's like, nah.
and then they just bring it back.
I don't know. I don't get it. Everything's fucked, man. Everything's fucked.
Are you on TikTok?
No, I'm not on TikTok. No, because I don't believe in it, man.
Why
I
don't you
I don't
believe?
believe in TikTok because I already have Instagram. It's the same fucking thing. I don't need more than one. You know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
not. TikTok is different.
Well, I don't dance that much. I just pull up my pants and do the rock.
No, you watch
away.
other people
I
dance.
lean back. I lean back.
Was that cool when you were like younger?
That's Fat Joe, right?
Yeah.
Terror Squad.
Yeah.
The 740 Fizz Ave.
Dude, New York was so cool during that era. I
New
feel
York-
like now it's not that
Dude,
cool.
New York is still cool. It's always going to be cool, but
You live there, right?
I did for a few years, yeah. And I lived in fucking Bushwick, Brooklyn, which fuck Bushwick, dude. It's like hipster town. It's like all the cool artists live there. I only lived there because it was the cheapest place I could afford. And now I'm an artist living in Bushwick. And when you tell people that, they're like, "Oh, you're one of those fucking homos." I'm like, "No, I just
Do art.
do art, and I happen to live in Bushwick." But man, it sucks.
Did you see anything crazy?
Oh, I've seen so many crazy things. I saw 2 homeless guys butt fucking each other at 9 in the morning one time in Chelsea, like in a nice neighborhood. It is a gay neighborhood, but these weren't just like teenagers with septum piercings.
How
doing
long
drugs,
did you
homeless.
stay there?
These were scraggly old men with beards and like bags over their shoes and multiple jackets, butt fucking each other on somebody's stoop.
Yeah, but dude, New York is hard because, you know, like.
But I was walking. It was 9 in the morning. I'm walking with my coffee to my job, right? And I see like some movement out of the corner of my eye, and I look, and it's one guy's sitting on a stoop like this, and the other guy's up above him going like this, butt fucking.
Yeah, but isn't it in New York?
Scraggly old homeless
And people
dudes.
just keep walking by, right?
I mean, I looked.
Nobody
I was like, "Ah!" I didn't skip a step, but I just like now I'm just horrified. I'm just walking like as fast as I can. Traumatized.
That's illegal, though, right?
Yeah, it's illegal. But man,
You
it
didn't
was-
call the cops?
No, dude, what, they ruin their good time there. But I couldn't figure out like, are they up super early or did they stay up too late?
I think they stayed
Probably
up too late,
right? Because it's 9 in the morning, and it's like it's somebody's house on this front stoop of somebody's house. Like somebody could come out and see 2 homeless, gray bearded men fucking each
Well,
other.
dude, the orgy party probably like just wrapped up and they weren't finished yet.
Crazy though. That was probably one. And then one time I was walking around somewhere in Brooklyn, and I saw like they leave piles of garbage for the guys to clean up, right? And there's a little fire started. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Go down to the end of the block, like get whatever I was getting. And on my way back, the whole fucking half a block is on fire. Basically, there's a melted Mini Cooper that was like next to the pile of trash. It's just completely on fire, 12-foot flames. So I'm like, shit. Maybe I should have like stomped out that little fire in my way. But that wasn't my job, you know.
You ever start a fire?
No, I mean not like I'm a white guy, so occasionally I'll fire up the old campfire in the backyard, right?
Rub two sticks together. Shout out Boy Scouts.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I learned a lot in Boy Scouts.
Did you actually do Boy Scouts?
I was in Cub Scouts. I never made it to Boy Scouts because I was like, somebody's gonna get molested. If I keep showing up these meetings, if you keep going to these camps, you're getting molested. I got out early before anything bad happened, because you could sense it. And then now there's documentaries about how fucking
100%.
widespread the fucking pedophilia is in the Boy Scouts.
My friend is an Eagle Scout, and I'm like, dude, that's wild.
You know how you become an Eagle Scout? You just don't tell that you ever got molested. Most people leave. They leave at the year that they got molested. Like, I got molested. But Eagle Scouts are the ones that, like, they kept their mouth shut.
Because they hold the badges over them. It's like...
Yeah, you want this fucking...
It's like Hollywood.
You better learn how to tie that knot around your own wrist. Because you're getting raped this summer.
Okay, no.
Yeah, here, let's lighten it up. Let's lighten it up. You got a rap for this? You got a freestyle for Law and Order?
That's like 70s.
Well, that's Law and Order.
Wait, you ever make music?
Yeah, I was in a couple of bands actually.
What do you play?
I was a guitar man.
I've never seen you with a guitar. You don't talk about it.
I don't play guitar anymore, I could still rip. I can still pick it up, but I got soft fingers,
What kind of music?
I was in a metal band, a Bulgarian heavy metal band.
What was the name of the band?
SIMB.
Why would you do an acronym? It's like, dude,
I
nobody's ever going to know what that means.
I didn't make it up. I joined the band later. I got kind of kidnapped into this band because they're friends of mine. They're Bulgarian dudes that played. They're all like retired rock stars, and they started a new band just for fun. They fired their bass player. Like, you want to play bass at this rehearsal? I was like, yeah, it sounds fun. And then like, we like the way you play bass. You're in the band every Sunday. Practice, gigs. We went to Bulgaria, played festivals and shit.
You're lying. How many shows have you done?
With that band, not a lot of shows.
Biggest
4 or
crowd
5.
you've ever done with music?
Probably in Bulgaria at the Spirit of Burgas Festival. Like 400 people. We were the first band to start the festival. It was on the beach. There's videos on YouTube.
Oh, so you guys were the worst ones. That's still cool, though. That's a good place to be.
We were the worst ones because of me. Basically, I fucked up a lot. We were on the Jack Daniels stage, and the Jack Daniels stage behind the stage is all the free Jack Daniels you could ever want. So.
I've noticed that with you, dude. You get too turned sometimes.
Yeah, if I have something to do, I don't. Like Friday. That was great.
That was great.
I had a really good set. Hey, if you missed the show, fuck you, man. It was a good show. Everybody had a good time. It was a great show. Check it out.
Yeah.
At some point.
I think the thing that's cool about art is, like, I think it's important to try multiple art forms. Like, you've done real art, you've done music, you've done comedy. I think that's the true testament of an artist, if you could do multiple forms.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I've just always been kind of a creative dude, but never like...
You just failed at the other ones and then you moved on, right?
Well, no, that's what makes comedy so funny, that I have nothing to lose. I already failed at my dream. So now I'm just doing comedy, and I don't care because you can't take this away from me because I don't care.
I feel like that's like self-sabotage. You're just not accepting the fact that it may end up positive and good.
I know. Well, that's just my trauma.
It's over
from
before it even started.
Yeah, I know. I hate that. I'm working on it. I meditate every day, and I'm working on it.
You really meditate?
Yeah, I meditated today.
Somebody told me that with meditation, there's like a higher chance of psychotic breaks.
What? Who told you that?
I think it's kind of true.
No, that doesn't make any sense because meditation is really getting in control of your thoughts and your minds and your feelings and your subconscious. You're like you're honing it, falling away from reality. You're becoming.
How long do you meditate for?
I try to do 15 minutes. Today I did 10 because I was going to be late.
What do you do?
I sit in a chair, and I close my eyes, and I follow my breathing. You got to sit up straight, and you try to relax. You go through, you do like a body scan, like relax every muscle. Because sometimes you think you're relaxed, and you realize, like, no, you're not. Like you really try to just consciously relax every part of your body.
Do you ever go to meditate, though, and your mom's like, Ian, why'd you leave the dishes in the sink?
And I'm like, because you didn't fucking clean them up yet, bitch. No, that's terrible. No, sometimes, yeah. I'll be like, they'll knock on the door. I'll be like, I'm fucking, God damn it, yes. I never say, like, I'm fucking mad. I'm like, yes, and you got to start over, basically.
Where'd you kind of get introduced to meditating?
I don't know, my dad's kind of a weird dude. He was, like, into certain Tibetan shit when I was little. Prayer wheels.
Does he meditate?
He used to, I think he tried at some point, but I don't think he never doesn't seem to follow through with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they just had me that then didn't think like you gotta like maintain. You can't just buy a car. You gotta change the oil. You gotta like.
You change the. Are you a handyman?
I don't change my own oil. No, messy. And I got a sports car. It's too low to the ground. I can't get under it because I don't have a jack or anything. So
Yeah.
I just take it to the place you sit in the car. They do it for you.
Dude, I want to be more of a manly man, but dude, that stuff is so hard to learn. It's like, dude, your first time, it's going to take you like 8 hours.
But then you learn a lot in that 8 hours, and next time it'll take you 4, you know?
Yeah, but dude, imagine going to go fix your car, and you got the YouTube video up, and you just can't get a screw off. It's just like, now what?
Well, then you need to practice more because it's pretty easy.
I don't have the tools for the job.
Of course, I was just going to say the tools are very important. Like when I was making my best sculpture, or maybe my most complex sculpture work, let's say, it's because I had tools that accessed different techniques and different things you could do. But you take all those tools away, I'll still make my art. But the more you have accessible, the more you can do.
I don't think that's true.
And it's good to have limitations, right? You set yourself a limitation. Like put yourself in a box. Like I'm trying to sit down and really write some new jokes.
When you need some, dude. It's been months, years.
Shut the fuck up, man. You're just well, that's been Sensitive Teeth, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I'll just do the rest of the show by myself. You can get out of here. Thanks. No, but now's a good time to like and subscribe. Tell them where to subscribe, bud.
You can subscribe at the subscribe button on YouTube. How many subscribers you got?
We got 68 fucking legends.
Dude,
right
that's
now.
how many you had 3 months ago.
Well, hey man, but that's the thing. When you get one, I see you.
No, I think 6 months ago you had 70.
Well, no, there's a lot of bots out there too. You got to account for the bots, you know. But I'm looking at you, Dublin. I love you, fucking.
You got to get on TikTok, dude.
I'm not gonna get on TikTok now.
And you got to drop
banned.
clips.
I know. I got to get clips. I'm just gonna pay an Indian guy $5 on the internet to do it because I don't want to make
Fiverr?
clips. Fiverr, yeah.
You ever, dude? The thing about imagine having a TikTok following though, and it just gets wiped. Like that's insane.
Well, I'm kind of hoping for
now
that.
You got to get a real job.
I'm jealous of these motherfuckers that make $1 million a month shaking their ass in California on TikTok. I'm like, good. I'm glad. Now you got to fucking learn a skill.
Now your house is on fire.
Yeah, good.
Your house is on fire. TikTok's on fire.
Dude, do you see? You're into conspiracies a little bit, right?
No.
Oh.
Tell me one though.
There's this whole high-speed rail network being proposed for LA.
Elon Musk?
For the no, it's a different Musk. I think Musk started the idea, but it's new.
With the solar panels?
Gavin New. No, hold on a second. Let me tell. There's this proposed map for like a high-speed rail line or whatever, like in Southern California or in LA anyway, right? Like a decent public transportation. And if you look at the proposed map and where all the fires are, it's like the same exact fucking pattern. It's like, oh, really? All these, everywhere you wanted to build a station is burnt down somehow?
To limit traffic,
all of
right?
it?
It's like for traffic?
But they they're using space lasers to burn down the houses and so they can build their
Did you
shit
see all
cheaper.
the stuff? Like the fire department wasn't properly equipped.
Yeah, she took out millions and millions of the governor or the mayor or something. And then everybody lost their fire insurance like 2 months ago. They're just like, yeah, we canceled it.
But I don't like that though because it's
what
like,
the fuck is going on?
People get so surprised about stuff like that, but it's like, have you ever worked a job?
It's just business, man.
Yeah, have you ever worked a job and like you're not equipped with anything? It happens all the time. That's life. That's society. When are you ever perfectly equipped?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty well equipped, but you know.
I would love to work for the government though, because like, dude, you're never in the red. You're just like playing with. It's like Monopoly money. Like you're never really failing because you don't have to generate more money. There's like zero expectation.
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's not like a factory. You're not like putting out a product and there's a margin. It's like you're the government. You're the government. So like you can sit, like mailmen get a steady salary and a pension. They just got to walk around deliver mail.
Yeah. It's like I order a passport.
And you're not, there's no worries about like getting like, we got to shut down the business because it's it's coming. There maybe is a worry about that. Now, maybe they're shutting down the business.
But it's like a passport. Like you order a passport and they're like, oh, it's going to take 24 to 36 weeks. And that's 24
weeks? What? Yeah, that's just the way it is, man. That's government bureaucracy.
If you were a politician, what would be kind of some of your key points?
Oh, like if I want to get elected?
Yeah. Well, no.
Like what am I going to run on?
You just want to run a campaign. Yeah. You just like messaging. If you actually were in
We're bringing back the dollar menu, all right? We're bringing back the fucking dollar menu. When I left America, there was a dollar menu. Now I go to McDonald's and I spend $15. I'm like, this is not right.
Do you have the app?
No, I don't have the app.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to get fat if I got the app. You know?
I low-key lately have.
I saw you had it on there.
When you were
flipping through, I was like, oh, Mr. Health Guy over
I've
here.
developed a fast food addiction.
Yeah, because they put chemicals in that shit, you know?
No, dude, it's just because when I get done with the show or something, like the nearest McDonald's is closed. The closest one is like 15 minutes away. So I end up door dashing it. And now I'm like addicted to like the high of eating really bad food late at night.
Honestly, I fucking love McDonald's.
I do.
I fucking love it. Dude, I have my order. Like, I want it every day. And I have to say, like, no, you can't. Like, there's food at home or like, You can't be eating McDonald's. Not without the dollar,
What
wouldn't
did you tell me that you ate today?
Today I ate pea soup and a piece of buttered toast.
No protein?
There's sausage in the soup. Chunks of sausage.
Did you make it?
No, my mom did. And here's what's funny. One of the only good meals you can get in Amsterdam is on Saturdays is a market called the Noordermarkt. It's the North Market. There's guys there that make a pea soup, and it's good because the food in Holland fucking sucks. This is actually good. My mom makes a better pea soup, just not even paying attention than these guys. That's their whole thing. Because the Dutch people suck at food. You suck. I hate the Dutch.
You cook a little bit, right?
Sometimes. Sorry, I thought that would be a gunshot sound. But
I feel like the
it's
food. Everybody always complains when they go like overseas food.
Well, the portions are small. And like, hey, can I get a glass? Can I get a cup of water? They'll bring you a little cup of water. You're like, can I have more? And they're like, they look at you like, oh.
Well, that's what they say. That everything
Getting
in
a
America,
big glass of water.
everything in America is just so big. Like people are so surprised that you have to drive everywhere. That there's no walkability in our country.
Well, not in a. Unless you're in like a major city.
100%.
But that's something I really do hate about America. It's like you need a car. Unless you're going to live in fucking New York City or in San Francisco or even in LA, you need a car.
Yeah.
Atlanta, you really need a car in Atlanta, and that's a major city. It's just, and that's for money. They designed the roads, like they killed technologies to build roads, to sell gas, to sell cars.
You need a car or a girlfriend with a car. I mean, either one works.
Do you have a girlfriend with a car?
No.
You got a Nissan though.
Why would you say that on the podcast? Yes, I do. It's temporary, though. Big things in the works.
Nice. You're gonna upgrade to a Lexus, I bet, or an Infinity.
No.
What's a dream car? That's good.
I'm not a big car guy.
You're not a big car guy?
I'm not a big car guy.
Because I love car culture. I think that's really fascinating. Like what guys think cool cars look like in Japan is way different than like in Mexico.
Yeah. That is cool.
You know what I mean? And it gets real wild in some corners of the earth. Like real wild customization.
Dude, I think it's like
stuff.
Thailand or like one of those Asian countries. They have those like souped up mopeds that are like it's a moped engine, and they'll have like 4 or 5 people on it, and they just customize that.
Yeah, no, but I think Thailand, yeah, that like
dude, being poor is cool. I think it's actually
it makes you more creative. Those limitations, right?
100%.
And the thing is, there's such a hype about it's all about money over everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like this in my lifetime when I was younger. It wasn't really money over everything.
Well, I think that was just because your parents were subsidizing you.
I don't know what that means.
They still are.
Oh, well, my parents are great. I mean, they got their flaws. We all do. But
100%.
man, they I can't wait to buy them a brand new Cadillac.
Is your dad a car guy?
No. And my last name's Carr. No, he's not a car guy at all. Dude, my parents are so not car people, it infuriates me. They're like not car people to the point where like they don't wash a car, they don't clean, like whatever. As long as it
I don't do that either. Well, I drive a Nissan, so I guess.
That's a nice car though. Altima?
Yeah.
Brown guy with a Nissan Altima. What
It's
a
like,
cliche.
dude, people
it's an
are
insane
really-
cliche.
they-
Do you drive like an asshole constantly or no?
Yeah, because I could get away with it. I think they think that when they see that, they don't like escalate the situation because I think they automatically assume that person has a gun, an illegal one.
Yeah, black Nissan and a brown guy. Yeah, you don't?
No.
I'll get you a gun. Don't worry. We'll get you a gun before you leave here today.
My favorite car dudes though are the ones that like they can't afford to make their car faster.
But so they make it look cooler.
Yeah, they
That's
get
my
a
whole-
loud exhaust.
Yeah, no, that's my whole thing. Is like why make it look cooler if it's not like if fast is like I don't care what the car looks like. I care what it feels like when I drive it and how fast it goes basically and how fast it stops.
Yeah.
More importantly,
Yes.
you can only go as fast as you can stop. You know what I mean?
What's the fastest you've ever gone?
135 probably. Like last week.
Were you going through something, or you were just?
I do that all the time.
Route
Route 2 late at night. Oh, it's perfect.
You would never get a motorcycle?
No fucking way. I'll kill myself. I will kill myself. Like I'm a skateboarder. Like I like the motorcycle is just too much power in my hands and too vulnerable. Like I will fucking. I don't know. They scare me. They fucking scare me.
It is very scary.
Electric. Somehow I like it better because it seems like I don't have to like worry about my feet. Because like shifting with my feet is what throws me off on a motorcycle.
I feel like if you
I
have
just never learned how to ride a motorcycle. I bet I should just learn how to say like this is cool. But I never
electric is
learned.
just a different vibe. Like when I hear electric motorcycle, I just think of somebody like riding it with a bicycle helmet.
You're like Simon Cowell. You know, Simon Cowell like ate shit and broke his back on an electric bike.
Like
He fucking ate
knee
shit and
pads.
broke his back.
That's one thing that brings up a good point, though. I feel like we hold politicians to too high of standard. Like, why do you?
Well, we
need
should.
To,
They're public office. They're servants.
dude, but why do you need to know how to ride a bike to run the country?
Joe Biden when he fucking fell over.
Yeah,
Well, his
he was
problem
probably hammered.
His
Like,
problem was that he stopped Yeah, he should have just kept going. Just like, hey, how you doing? Just kept going. Fall over around the corner where they can't see you, but he stopped to say hello, and he just fucking fell over like a ton of bricks.
Did you use...
The funny... let me just get this off my chest. Biden's like one of his most last speeches, right? He was like in the Amazon jungle. You see this one?
Yeah.
He's the first sitting president to visit the Amazon jungle, and he finishes his speech. He just wanders off into the bushes afterwards by himself. He just like wanders off into the fucking
green
jungle.
screen.
he just wanders off into the mist. And like, Mr. President, he just disappears into the jungle. It's so fucking funny. That's our president. We're the most powerful country in the world.
But I think that goes to show the limitations of technology, because clearly we're not at the point where they could have like controlled that situation. Yeah.
Well, apparently he's not even real. It's like Jim Carrey in a mask playing fucking... You heard that theory? There's 6 different Hollywood actors pretending to be Biden while Trump secretly runs the country, even though he's not running the country from behind the scenes, and the moon's fake, and Joe Rogan is working for CIA.
Well,
but,
I think
whatever.
Trump is the best stand-up comedian of all time.
Dude, you're so right. It's the same problem with Hitler, right? Like Hitler just wanted to be an artist. He wanted to be seen. They should have just built him a stage, give him a night show. Hitler didn't need to be a dictator. He just needed a late night show, and we would have avoided so much stuff. So tell me, how is this thing's going in Hollywood? Oh, please welcome our next guest. But then he didn't. That's all he wanted.
We would have had
just built him a stage. He just needs a stage. Trump's the same thing.
Limit his guest list though, because he for sure probably would have had people that he didn't want on there.
He's got Mengele as like the band leader, but they're not evil because they didn't. They're not evil. They're just like fun. People got signs. I love you, Hitler.
Are you into World War II?
As much as any red-hearted, red-blooded American is, yeah. We fucking won, bro. The Russians won. But we helped. We fucking killed the Japanese, though. 100%. Boy.
Japanese I feel like they totally like went through
They were so bad, though.
But they went through a rebranding because like, I feel like now.
You know why? They had to. Clean slate.
They started making cameras and shit. Like cameras, cars.
No, like we gotta make a camera. No one's gonna believe this shit. We're gonna make a camera.
They usthey used to make warriors, and now they
used to make samurai who'd kill themselves if they did something wrong. They'd kill themselves out of honor. And now they're wearing ladies' underwear underneath their business suits.
Yeah.
And not fucking. Japan's running out of people. Nobody's fucking. Nobody's having kids.
They're making animes now. Like they totally just switched it up. They got creative.
And they're making sex dolls.
Are you into anime?
Nah. Ugh, come on, man.
I can't get into it.
No, good. Yeah, fantasy, anime, all that shit. Taekwondo, what is it? No, Dragon Ball Z.
But dude, like it's like Comic-Con. Like that concept. I
want to go to Comic-Con because I like chicks dressed up like hot little cartoon characters. You know what I mean? Like all the cosplay. I'm into the cosplay.
You're into that?
Well, I just like seeing chicks with their cheeks hanging out. You know?
I feel like a wild concept would be if you just met a girl and she was into or what do they call that, role playing?
Yeah.
And she role played as a teacher a lot, and
I was this janitor.
And then, but then you found out that she was actually a teacher, and you didn't know that before. I feel like that'd be weird.
Yeah, she must be fucking her students, right?
Yeah.
If she's like, an actual teacher. What's up with all the people fucking the kids, though, right? It seems like a real epidemic of fucking people fucking kids these days. We got to get to the bottom of it because
I think they need to ask a question on the application because clearly, like, they're just not even.
Will Height is a substitute teacher.
I know.
He's a cute boy too. I know there's some bad apples in those classes that want him to get in trouble.
But
right?
he's in the inner city, so I mean, I think it's good.
He's from Louisiana, though. He's quite comfortable talking to blacks. Yeah,
he doesn't sound like it.
He's losing the accent. When I met him like a year and a half ago, he was like he had a much more southern thing going on. Maybe I just imagined it. I don't know.
Have you traveled to like the South and stuff?
Dude, I really have not been around America. I really want to travel around America. I've never been to the West Coast. I've never been to Chicago.
You've never been to the West?
Never been to Chicago. My uncles lived in Chicago for 20 years. Never been to Chicago.
You've never been to California?
Nope. Never been to anywhere past. I've been up and down the East Coast. That's about it. Atlanta. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to Quebec City in fucking Canada.
I feel like people are so different.
I've been to Pittsburgh.
Though. In different parts of the country, people are.
Well, that's the thing. America should be 5 countries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it would be a lot less crazy if it was like 5 countries. Because when you go 800 miles this way, like, people change, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like, we should just have 5. We'd have like New England, right? Northeast, elite. We're like Belgium or something. We got all the money
Ivy
and all
Leagues.
the. Yeah. This is a good one. You got the West Coast, also good. You got Texas. Well, they can just be their own fucking country,
Yeah.
right? And you got like 2 Midwest states. You got Midwest. You got flat East, flat West.
Yeah.
Or you got mountain. You got flat, and then you got like we'll give the South and Florida their own thing, or maybe let Florida be its own thing.
You
Because
remember-
Miami is pretty cool, you know. And the
You remember in
Cubans.
school though when you were learning about the different regions, and then they just like explain the Midwest as the Great Plains, and they're like
Not so great.
Yeah, their like attributes were just like flat grass.
The thing is, the chicks there, huge titties, all that corn.
Then you have like those football players who are like 6'4" and just like 300 pounds, all coming from the Midwest.
Crossed eyes
that
and fucking
farm-
no motor skill.
with the tucked in flannel shirt and blue jeans.
Yeah, and crossed eyes and a fucking a fucking gimp hand for some reason or something. They got caught in a fucking corn husker when they were a kid. Fuck them dumbass rednecks in the middle of the country. Thanks for growing all the food, though. I really appreciate it.
They got to drive like an hour to get to school. Like, imagine that, dude. That's terrible.
Dude, I'm obsessed. I got lost on Google Earth one time. I used to get on Google Earth and just kind of like explore.
So you
And,
did a lot of drugs.
No, this is what you do when you don't have any drugs. It's like you get really bored. No, and I found this.
You were looking for dead bodies?
I found this town. Yeah, I was looking for cars, like in fucking reservoirs and stuff. I'm solving mysteries. I'm gonna be on 2020. I solved a mystery. No, I found this town in South Dakota called Java. It's like 6 blocks. There's a little school. There's like a B&B, and it's like it seems like I want to go there because it looks so nothing. I don't know. It just seems like my wife is there. I'm gonna go there and save her. From Java, North
I
Carolina.
think the churches are. Wait, now
They're
where's the mega
North Dakota,
churches
South
in
Dak-
Texas?
Well, they're
The
dude.
mega church.
They're building mega churches in Connecticut. There's one in Middletown.
Dude, I
it's like a
love
giant
Texas.
fucking Butler building warehouse thing, but it says like Victory Church on it. It's like who's going there?
I love Texas because like the richest people, like they own a mattress store.
Isn't that a whole front, right? Isn't that a whole mattress firm like a
I don't know.
drug dealing, money laundering operation? There's a lot of weird conspiracy videos about
Dude,
mattress
it's just-
firm.
The thing about mattress firm is I could never step foot in there because clearly they make too much money and they have to be charging a hefty
Well, that's the
amount
thing is
for
like
the mattresses.
but that's the conspiracy. Nobody's buying that many mattresses. Their stores are always empty. It's not like people are lined up.
Yeah.
And they'll have a mattress firm across the street from another mattress firm, or like 6 mattress firms on one street in one town. It's like nobody's buying. When's the last time you bought a mattress? I don't think I've ever bought
3
one.
years ago.
3 years ago. Air? Air or regular?
No, regular mattress.
3 years on an
China,
air mattress.
where
That's
it's
a
like you
fucking-
could smell the chemicals for
That's
like
a movie.
4 years.
That's a movie. 3 years on an air mattress. It's like 7 years in Tibet. 3 years on an air mattress. My story, my struggle.
Air mattress. You don't even have a pump. You're like blowing it. You got to blow it up for 3 hours before
No,
you go
what
to
you
sleep.
do, what you do is you like put the air tube in your mouth while you sleep, so you keep it inflated as you sleep.
Somebody sees you. I have
You
sleep
wake
apnea.
you wake up with a really bad headache every day. You know. 3 years on an air mattress. That's the name of my special. You got an air mattress up there? We got a man in the rafters. Air mattress?
You have a bed
A
back.
real one? That's so sick. You're doing it, huh? You're sleeping it. That's so sick. It's good? It's comfy? Not too cold? The heat rises too. If you pump up the heat, it's gonna be warmer up there. That's sick.
You have a bad back?
No.
From skateboarding? You don't have a bad...
No,
so
I got-
you weren't even
I got-
flipping the board. You were just riding it.
You fucking ass. Dude, I won my last competition. I took first place in advanced, all right?
What was the competition?
Skateboard competition.
Where?
Willimantic. YMCA skate park.
Everybody's on heroin in Willimantic. There's
That's
no
why it's so
skateboard.
easy to. That's why it's so easy to win. Everybody else was falling asleep, and I was the only one moving around. No, they shut down. They shut down that skate park years ago because a Puerto Rican guy stabbed somebody. A Puerto Rican rollerblader stabbed a kid at the skate park.
A rollerblader. A
Yeah.
man on rollerblades. That's the scariest thing you could ever see.
A full-grown man with muscles on, like with his shirt off.
Imagine
on
if there was
rollerblades.
like an assassin running through the United States and he did all his
Have you
murders
seen
on
these
rollerblades.
Pakistani police? There's like Pakistani police forces they're on rollerblades. They're like riding around with guns in their uniforms on rollerblades, and it's like, I'll just run up some stairs.
Do they have apple bats?
Yeah, no, I think they got stupid. They don't look like very intimidating.
Well,
police
dude, we do
officers.
have cops on horses, so like we can't really.
Yeah, but cops on horses are fucking terrifying. Horses are scary, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, you've seen them kick somebody?
Yeah, I guess.
That's like 600.
Imagine that,
6,000
dude.
pounds of force with like a brick
You're
on
in
the
a
end of
you're in a
Ugh.
high-speed chase with a cop on a horse, and the horse just throws him off the thing.
Well, any cop on a horse is not going to try to chase a car. I would hope, right?
Yeah. Maybe Amish though. They could probably chase the Amish. Did you ever been to Amish country?
Yeah, I've been to Woodward, Pennsylvania, skateboard camp, and you had to drive right through Amish country. And like at skateboard
You paid
camp,
$4,000 to figure out you suck at skateboarding game.
no, back then it was like $600 for a week, which was still a lot of
Really?
money. But man, greatest place on earth.
Yeah,
Fucking
but dude,
Camp Woodward.
isn't it like 100 kids? How could you even skate it? Do you have to like wait?
Dude, no, Woodward is like, it's like rolling hills with like multiple skate parks, indoor and outdoor, everything you could want, just like everywhere. It's crazy. And it's only gotten better. I mean, I was 14 when I went, so.
Yeah, but did you see like rich kids who don't even know how to skate?
Yeah, there's rich kids that like they spend all summer there because their parents hate them. Like, I'm lucky to get 1 week there. I'm so happy to be 1 week. And you see this rich kid who's like depressed. He's like, I've been here for 8 weeks. My parents don't want to pick me up. They just leave me here for the summer while they go to like Barbados or something. And, like, you should just skate. Just like skateboarding. You'd be
Wait,
happy
did you only
here.
go once?
I went 3 years in a row.
Did you meet any friends?
Not lifelong. I mean, not that I, because this was before internet or anything, right? You can't like, you just like, hey,
Who was your childhood best friend?
Aiden. Oh, I shouldn't say his last name. Shout out Aiden. We'll put a picture of him up on the fucking screen there. Shout out Aiden. He's my dog. I've known him for 31 years.
What made him so cool?
We started first grade together. Mrs. Dodge, she was a bitch. And I think we bonded over that at first, and then like he was into cool shit, I was into cool shit, skateboards and things, and
Skateboarding was cool back then, though.
it wasn't like cool. It was definitely like
Oh
you're
yeah,
a weirdo.
it was a little bit
you're a weirdo.
more, yeah, it was a
But
little bit
I didn't
early
even,
stages.
I didn't even think about that. It was just
Who
like
was
this
your
is-
favorite skater?
Like my first favorite skater was probably Andrew Reynolds.
Oh, really? That
it
was
was-
the dude who did heroin?
No, that was Jim Greco. But he was my second favorite skateboarder.
Wait, is Andrew Reynolds anti-hero?
No. You're
am
thinking
I-
like Jay Adams or something. You're thinking about like way old school dudes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like 70s stuff. No, I'm talking like late 90s.
Oh, what's he up to now? What brand
Andrew
did he
Reynolds.
have?
Andrew Reynolds just got a cover of Thrasher magazine, and he's a legend. Like he's like OG. He's like 40 something. He still skates hard.
Did he start a brand?
Yeah, he was Baker.
Oh,
He's Baker. Yeah, so
wow.
he's very successful.
Yeah, Baker's like the best.
Baker. That was the shit. They still are, dude. T-Funk.
You know Cater?
Yeah. Well, he fell off. He
Cater's
started
sick.
smoking too much weed.
Dude, he just got a DUI and everybody.
Yeah,
was
he
going
just started. He was
crazy.
like he was like Andrew Reynolds.
Dude,
like
I don't
fucking.
get
He was
that,
Andrew
though.
Reynolds like fucking.
But he was so
prodigal son.
cool, though.
And then he was 15 doing all
I
that
know.
shit. And then he's 18. He's into pussy. And,
lost.
he's into pussy and weed and stuff. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah,
And you know,
but like
you
he
get into
has like
pussy and
money
weed,
and stuff.
but not enough. He just got that sucks, dude. He's
Dude,
not.
he was in a 2017 Porsche. I was like, ooh.
Ew, brother. That's fucking seven. That's 7. That's 8 years.
I was
Ew,
like,
brother.
I could afford that.
Almost. I'm trying to get myself a 1991 something.
You're just like, when you take pictures on Instagram, you're like cropping like the center of the car. You just see the logo.
Yeah, right. My
You
steering
can't
wheel
even see
is just Porsche. No, I'll buy a fucking model of a Porsche. I'll do a forced perspective picture where it looks like I'm leaning on it, but you zoom out, it's just like a car on a table in a parking lot.
It's like those planes when people take pictures on private planes.
Oh, kill yourself. They rent out a plane that doesn't move. It's just the fuselage, like in a fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
They're like, I eat breakfast on a private plane. You eat breakfast at Burger King. It's like, Burger King don't even serve breakfast, idiot.
Yes, they do.
Do they?
Yes,
Ew.
they do.
McDonald's breakfast is the best.
I know. I don't do breakfast at
Dude, McDonald's
places.
breakfast is the shit.
Breakfast is the easiest thing to cook. Like, why do you need to order breakfast?
It is my favorite thing to cook.
Dude,
Like,
it
if I
takes
got time,
15 minutes.
I make some wildly good breakfast.
What do you make?
I got multiple different breakfast burritos
Oh
that I
my
do. I got a
gosh.
classic burrito. I do like a Mexican style one. I make my own frijoles.
I know you always talk about that.
We're over the time. We gotta wrap it up quick, man. We gotta wrap it up quick. This has been a fucking pleasure.
Yeah.
It's been a real good
had a
hang.
ton of fun.
Thank you for coming. So what's your social medias? We'll put it up there again.
I'm still working on it. I'm gonna start a comedy page soon. So
Just use your
be on the
phone. All
lookout
right.
for
Well,
that.
okay. Well, I'll just put a picture. Hey, thanks for watching, man. This has been Sensitive Teeth. This has been a real ball. It's been a real blast. And keep on lookout for my next show, because Sensitive Teeth Productions, we're making stand-up shows all year
You're
this
doing
year.
another one soon?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm so hyped up after that last one.
Are you headlining again?
Oh, yeah. You got to give it. Yeah, of course. Like, keep all the money. I have the most fun. Fuck yeah. Be safe out there, you bunch of you fucking assholes.
We can use a few teeth.
Maybe I shouldn't call you asshole. All right, hey, thanks, guys.
One
I love
tooth,
you.
you
All
can
right,
do
shout out
teeth.
Dublin and shout out.
And you can only do a few
Manhattan.
teeth because you can only cut so much gum out of the roof of the mouth.
Oh, sorry. Say
Sensitivity's
it
not
again.
there.
See ya.
Okay.
Do a few teeth, 32 teeth. One tooth, you can do teeth. And you can only do 32 teeth.
You are helping people.
It's great.